know, I was in a TikTok house for the better part of about a year, and it really changed my life. There's definitely a negative stigma around TikTok houses, and I agree, like, a lot of them are very corporatized, but my best friends in the whole world were in this TikTok house. It's actually been 2 years since we split up, which is like crazy to think about because it was such an important part in my life. I want to do a surprise reunion. It's tough, right? Because I have to figure out the date when all of them are free, and then I have to book the place, and then I have to get them all to the place, and I have to do it all as one big surprise.
The plan? To fake a conference that's too good to pass up. Free airfare, free food, free lodging, and it would be paid by none other than Anthpo LLC. And also today's sponsor, my savings account. I made these fake flyers and then this entire brochure that's like 4 pages long, and then I reached out to each person individually and told them I had a +1 to this conference.
I wholeheartedly hope nothing goes wrong and everybody can come, but I'm not gonna bank on it.
It's like I spoke it into existence because 2 weeks before the conference, 3 of the house members bailed.
Dude, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that, with the conference thing, it didn't work out.
I'm sorry. I literally, I wasn't planning on leaving. But then I'm like...
And so now you're probably wondering, Anthony, you've already spent $8,000. What do you do now? Pray, beg, contemplate death, and then reveal little bits and pieces about the conference, maybe a little too much, but really anything to scavenge this dumpster fire of a plan. And then eventually I found myself...
I'm waiting for everybody to pull up, so I guess we'll see what happens.
I had to spoil the surprise for Polo Boy because he has a whole ass kid, but the other people arrived shortly after. And after some immense confusion, I finally told them what was happening.
So obviously I faked a whole conference, and if I would have known it would have been this much of a logistical nightmare, I probably wouldn't have. But what I did do was I booked our old Airbnb for the next 4 days.
Oh no!
So
No way!
Oh my god! This is crazy, dude. The fucking history's in this house, bro. Literally
Dude, I
history.
laid on the bed and felt like how I felt.
This is crazy.
Bro, remember we were farting here?
Who killing them in the UK? Everybody gonna say UK.
Who's changed the most?
Polo. Definitely Polo.
I would say physically Polo.
Physically.
Physically Polo, but mentally me. So mentally me.
Physically Polo. I remember Polo was the first guy I met that just did not understand sarcasm. Because I remember I was asking him if he's ever kissed a girl before, and he's like, the fuck? Of course I have. And I was like, no way! He's like, yeah, bro, what the version ass question is that, bro? I was like, holy fuck.
Bro, I just didn't, I still don't understand sometimes. I'm just like, be for real, be for real.
Someone asked if we could go back, what would we do different? Focus more on fun and friendship.
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, we could have done better for sure, but I wouldn't change.
But we killed it, bro.
We did kids.
Bro, yeah.
18 to 21, I think we all did a really good job.
We killed it.
When it comes to working and managing all that.
I know that I'm so different from what I was in the house.
Yeah.
Same.
So
After we had a nice little reunion podcast, we did what we would normally do, which was play games.
This is like deja vu, huh?
Well, yeah, we were in the same place.
It literally felt like we had taken a time machine back in time.
Wait, Caroline drew that?
And then the next morning we woke up, and then I had one little surprise for everybody. I got you guys presents.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Oh no.
Alright, so I'm gonna...
I gave Tyler a Minecraft backpack, I gave Toby a very long hat, I gave Billy a bunch of One Piece stuff, etc., etc. After I gave everybody a present, including a present for Polo's kid, it was about time for people to leave.
Is there actually a conference, though, ever?
Well, no.
Okay.
In the house together. 1, 2, 3,
Today's the last day I get to spend in the house. I booked the Airbnb for 3 full days and 2 half days, and everyone left after the first, 24-ish hours. I planned this whole thing and it definitely did not go according to plan. I guess I'm happy to see people, I really am. I've thought about it a little more, and I'm almost positive that I'm gonna quit YouTube after this whole college thing. I just need change in my life. For the longest time, all I've known is waking up, stressing about YouTube, and then going to sleep. And I love it, and I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it, but I want to explore what else life has to offer. And I feel like it would be a real shame if I buckled down and tried this YouTube thing for longer. I don't know why it took for me to come to this old Airbnb to figure that out, but I guess being surrounded by these people was kind of important to me, so yeah.